Welcome to the Healthy Mind, Fit Body podcast. This is episode number 13, and I'm Kevin, and Wes is on the other line. How's it going, Wes?
Just great. We've been having some rainy weather here in San Diego, so we have not been frolicking on the beaches, although I did get some volleyball in last Saturday.
Nice.
I played for almost 3 hours.
That was before the floods came?
Yeah, it was like a day before the rain hit, and the sun was actually out for a little while. It was a bit windy, so the ball was doing all kinds of tricks, but it was good times. Lots of interval training going on there because we had like 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 a lot of the time, so you got to cover a lot of ground.
Nice. Well, I've been kind of laying low. I actually just got over a cold, and I'm not sure why I got that cold. I'm usually pretty healthy, but I think I may have done the sin of overeating on Thanksgiving and then back that up with a couple of not sleeping nights, and wham.
And then some running on top of it too, right?
Oh, yeah. The little pounding of the pavement.
Or the beach sand. Don't you do the beach running sometimes?
Yeah, a little bit of both. So just popping a lot of vitamin C this last week and getting sleep and drinking water and stuff. So I'm pretty much back to normal now.
Recovered nicely. Yeah, when I get sick, it sticks with me for about a month. But I think that's because my immune system is compromised. I have a abnormally low CD4 T cell count, which I think may contribute to that. But I haven't been sick for months and months. I think the last cold I had was about a year ago. But this is the time of the year to get colds, you know?
Yeah.
Winter months, people are kind of locked in to places.
Yeah, this is the time of year where everybody's immune systems are compromised because they're typically not treating their bodies as well as they should be, and they're just picking up all kinds of germs.
I actually have an article about immune systems by Mercola. This one is all about ways to boost your immune system.
Right. You know, I've been reading him for a while, and he used to just say it was sleep, stress, sugar.
This was titled The Top 12 Foods for Healthy Immune Response. Raw organic eggs from free-range chickens.
I used to do those. I used to put those in smoothies, but I don't do smoothies anymore.
It's best to do that through a straw, you know?
Yeah.
That way you can get that extra exercise.
Nice.
They do that with the eggs over in the Philippines, the balut.
Oh, yeah.
It's an egg that's fertilized, and they eat the little baby duck or whatever it is in there, chicken maybe, with the wings and feathers and all that good stuff.
Eating babies. All right.
Eating little embryos. Nice. So how do we segue from immune system into metabolism?
So, yeah. Can't lose weight, don't blame your metabolism. That's the article from the Daily Mail in the UK. And there's actually a really cool picture on this article of a woman that is got 2 dumbbells with donuts as weights.
Mm-hmm.
So we always find a way to tie in donuts to each of our podcasts.
Yeah, maybe it's because we're deprived of donuts that we just have to talk about them.
Donut envy, perhaps?
Yeah, donut envy, that's what it is. Yeah, she's really struggling with that right side.
Yeah.
Trying to get that one up to the same level as the other side. It's got to be like 5-pound donut bells.
Yeah, the rainbow sprinkles are what I liked about it.
Mm-hmm. Those are extra tasty, but not so good for you.
No.
But yeah, the dailymail.co.uk, I think it's kind of a rag. It's kind of like a tabloid thing, but they got this doctor, Dr. Susan Roberts, that kind of identified what she thought to be the myths of the metabolism theory. That, you know, you've gained weight and you can't lose weight because your metabolism is slowed down.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. And in the culture, a lot of people really refer to this when they talk about the plateaus that they hit.
Yeah, and I think it's often used as an excuse to not get down to your perfect weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, I'm different. You know, my metabolism isn't fast enough, and that's just how it is. That's just how I was born.
So there was 7 myths that she tackled here. And we'll just do the headlines here. Some people eat huge amounts and won't get fat. And claiming that is a myth, that it's just that they don't eat as much. You think that the skinny people are eating a whole bunch, but apparently they've done studies and they don't. They kind of regulate their food consumption more. But there is a range about how your body responds to the carbohydrates and the excess calories, for that matter.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of when I used to be more into weightlifting, and I would go and do the lat pulls, and it was a Gold's Gym where there was a lot of bodybuilders that would work out there, and I remember I'd compare myself, what I was lifting to what they were lifting, and it was like the same. and I'm like 150 pounds lighter than most of these guys or more. But we're lifting the same amount, and they've got these huge lats, and we're pulling down, and I'm looking at it and going, how is this possible? I imagine that's kind of the same feeling that people get when they see like a skinny person eating the exact same amount of food as them, and nothing's happening to them. They're just staying skinny.
Yeah, it can be frustrating. And of course, the cause for the bodybuilders is they've done a lot of weight training to get to that level, and now they're just doing the toning stuff, so they'd lift less weight and more repetitions.
The maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the powerlifters really aren't that huge. They're not like bodybuilders, but they can definitely lift more weight than the bodybuilders.
Yeah, and I remember hearing back when the real deal, Evander Holyfield, was fighting.
Mm-hmm, the real deal.
Yeah, he was notorious for having like the perfect body, and he was not big on the weights, and he said he only did a few crunches when he'd go into the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like these rock hard six-pack abs. So I think you get to that point where it's just maintenance.
Maintenance. And so the other myths here, menopause causes a drop in metabolic rate. And apparently that's been debunked.
Yeah.
So it's quite likely that hormonal changes brought on by the menopause reverses this monthly rise in metabolic rate. But it accounts for only a relatively small drop in terms of the calories the body needs to function, equivalent to a typical biscuit, in fact, per day. Well, sometimes those biscuits can be pretty big.
Yeah.
Especially when you slather a bunch of honey on there.
And gravy.
And jelly.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's a good mainstay for Americana.
That's right.